Hello everyone, welcome to my channel ECE Scholastic. I am Jasmine. I welcome you all to the final session of Unit 1 Discrete Fourier Transform. In this session, we will be solving IDFT problems using DIT and DAF algorithms. Okay, let me just recall the IDFT formula using FFT algorithm. So we know the formula of IDFT as x of n is equal to 1 by n into summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k w n to the power minus nk. Right. We can transform this formula to x of n is equal to 1 by n summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1 x conjugate of k w n to the power nk the whole conjugate. Okay. So this is the formula we are going to use to find the response or to find the IDFT of a given sequence with the help of this FFT algorithm. Let's solve a problem. Our question is compute an 8-point IDFT of the sequence x of k is equal to. So in the question, x of k sequence is given. Let me write this. That is x of 0 is equal to 7. X of 1 is equal to minus 0.707 minus j 0.707 and x of 2 is equal to minus j. X of 3 is equal to 0.707 minus j 0.707. X of 4 is equal to 1. X of 5 is equal to 0.707 plus j 0.707. X of 6 is equal to j. X of 7 is equal to minus 0.707 plus j 0.707. Okay. And in the question it is asked to find the IDFT of the sequence. So we know the formula of IDFT of the sequence is 1 by n summation x conjugate of k, correct? So we need to find what is x conjugate. That is our first step. After finding the first step, we will be proceeding the general DIT algorithm. Okay. I am going to solve this problem using DIT algorithm. So x conjugate of 0 is nothing but 7. X conjugate of 1 is equal to here minus 0.707 plus j 0.707. Okay. And x conjugate of 2 is equal to, it is minus j, conjugate is plus j. And x conjugate of 3 is equal to 0.707 plus j 0.707. X conjugate of 4 is equal to 1. X conjugate of 5 is equal to 0.707 minus j 0.707. X conjugate of 6 is equal to minus j. And x conjugate of 7 is equal to minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. Okay, so I have found all the conjugate values of the given sequence, and in the question it is mentioned that we are going to find the IDFT of the sequence using DIT algorithm. So as you know, DIT algorithm, the input is in bit reversed order and the output is in normal order, and also here the value of n is 8. N is 8 means which is 2 to the power 3. That represents we have 3 stages of computation, and the computation pattern will be from 2 point, 4 point to 8 point, which means 4 sets of 2 point, 2 sets of 4 point and a single set of 8 point sequence. Okay. So let's start the process of computation. Our first stage of computation is, this is my structure. As you know, our input is in bit reversed order. So I am going to represent the input x star of 0, x conjugate of 4, x conjugate of 2, x conjugate of 6, x conjugate of 1, x conjugate of 5, x conjugate of 3 and x conjugate of 7. Now I am going to write the values. That is x conjugate of 0 is 7, x conjugate of 4 is 1, x conjugate of 2 is j, and x conjugate of 6 is minus j. X conjugate of 1 is minus 0.707 plus j 0.707, and x conjugate of 5 is 0.707 minus j 0.707. X conjugate of 3 is 0.707 plus j 0.707. and x conjugate of 7 is minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. Now I'm going to give the plus 1 and minus 1 value. Since it is a 2-point sequence, I will split as 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1. So wherever there is minus 1, I will be giving the twiddle factor. W2 power 0 is equal to 1. W2 power 0 is equal to 1 and W2 power 0 is equal to 1. Now I am going to give the cross lines. The first output is 7. First line is 7. 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. Next is 7 minus 1 is equal to 6. Here it is j minus j, which is equal to 0. And here it is j plus j, which is equal to 2j. And here it is minus 0.707 plus j 0.707 plus 0.707 minus j 0.707. So plus j and minus j will get cancelled. Plus 0.707 minus 0.707 cancel each other. So the value is 0. And here minus 0.707 plus j 0.707 and minus of this value, correct? So it is minus 0.707 plus j 0.707. So this is equal to minus 1.414 plus j 1.414. Okay, and my next answer is, this is 0.707 plus j 0.707 minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. So it will cancel each other. The answer of this is equal to 0. And here it is 0.707 plus j 0.707. And this line it is minus 1 into this. So it is plus 0.707 plus j 0.707. My answer is equal to 1.414 plus j 1.414. So the output of the first stage I will take as the input to the second stage. My second stage of computation is this. Here we will be using W4 power 0 twiddle factor, which is 1, and W4 power 1, which is equal to minus j. So this is a 4-point computation, which means we will be using 2 sets of 4-point sequences. Okay, 8, 6, 0, 2j, 0, minus 1.414 plus j 1.414, 0, 1.414 plus j 1.414. Okay, now I am going to give the plus 1 minus 1 value. Since it is 4 line, first 2 will take plus 1, second 2 will take minus 1. The same follows the next part. And wherever there is minus 1, I will be giving the twiddle factor. So it is W4 power 0 equal to 1. W4 power 1 is equal to minus j. W4 power 0 equal to 1. W4 power 1 is equal to minus j. Now I am going to give the cross lines. So my answer at the first one is 8. 8 plus 0 is equal to 8. And this is 6. 6 plus 2j into minus j. Right. So this is equal to 8. Okay. And what about this? 8 minus 0, which is equal to 8. And this is 6. 6 plus 2j into minus j into minus 1. So this answer is equal to 4. And this line, I'm going to give the cross line. So here it is 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. And here it is minus 1.414 plus j 1.414 minus j 1.414 plus 1.414. So my answer is this and this cancel, this and this cancel, it is equal to 0. And here it is 0 minus 0 is equal to 0. And here it is minus 1.414 plus j 1.414, which is multiplied by plus j. So if I multiply these two, I will get plus j. So I'm going to multiply plus j with this value. So it is plus 1.414 j minus 1.414. So my answer is minus 2.828 plus j 2.828. Okay. Now I have found out the values of second stage computation, which will be the input for my third stage computation. So I'm going to give the answers here. So this is 8, 8, 8, 4, 0, 0, 0, minus 2.828 plus j 2.828. Now I am going to give the +1 and -1 lines. This is a 8-point sequence. Therefore, I will be having total factors W8 power 0, W8 power 1, W8 power 2 and W8 power 3. Okay. Now I am going to give the +1 and -1 values. First 4 lines will take +1 and the last 4 lines will take -1. Wherever there is -1, I need to give the total factor. So W8 power 0, the value is 1. W8 power 1, the value is 0.707 minus j 0.707. W8 power 2, the value is minus j. And W8 power 3, the value is minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. Now I am going to give the crossed lines. I am going to find the answers. So this is 8, 8 plus 0. So 8 plus 0 is equal to 8. And now this is 8. 8 plus 0, same, it is 8. And here it is 8. 8 plus 0, the same, which is also 8. And here it is 4, which is added to minus 2.828 plus j 2.828 multiplied by minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. So this answer is equal to 8. Okay, you can calculate and check. And this is 8 minus 0. So this is also 8. This is 8. 8 minus 0. This is also 8. And this is 8 minus 0, which is also equal to 8. And this is 4. 4 is added to minus 2.828 plus j 2.828 multiplied by minus 0.707 minus j 0.707, which is multiplied by minus 1. So this answer is equal to 0. Okay. As you know, for a DIT, the output is of normal order. This is x conjugate of 0, x conjugate of 1, x conjugate of 2, x conjugate of 3, x conjugate of 4, x conjugate of 5, x conjugate of 6, and this is x conjugate of 7. So in order to find x of n, I need to divide the values by n. Here n value is 8. So I'm going to divide by 8. 1 by 8 into 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 0. So my final answer of x of n sequence is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. I have shown the overall structure for this specific problem, and this is how you need to present during your examinations. Okay. So using DIT method, we have calculated the IDFT for a given sequence. Now we are going to the next problem. So here the problem is compute the output sequence for x of k. X of k is given using DIF algorithm. So here we are going for DIF algorithm. What are the basic points under DIF algorithm? Here the input is of normal order and the output is of bit reversed order. Correct. And also we need to find what is the conjugate. That is our first step. Correct. We need to find what is the conjugate of the given sequence. So this is x of 0. This is x of 0. This is x of 1. And this is x of 2. This is x of 3. This is x of 4. This is x of 5. This is x of 6. And this is x of 7. Now I am going to write the conjugate. That is x conjugate of 0 is 4. X conjugate of 1 is 1 plus j 2.414. X conjugate of 2 is 0. X conjugate of 3 is 1 plus j 0.414. X conjugate of 4 is 0. X conjugate of 5 is 1 minus j 0.414. X conjugate of 6 is 0. And x conjugate of 7 is 1 minus j 2.414. Okay. Here our value of n is 8, which is equal to 2 to the power 3, which means we have 3 stages of computation. And also the stages will be of 8 point, 4 point and 2 point sequence. Okay. So our first stage of computation will be an 8 point sequence. Here I am going to represent the input conjugate values. That is x star of 0 is equal to 4. X conjugate of 1 is equal to 1 plus j 2.414. x conjugate of 2 is equal to 0, x conjugate of 3 is equal to 1 plus j 0.414, x conjugate of 4 is equal to 0, x conjugate of 5 is equal to 1 minus j 0.414, x conjugate of 6 is equal to 0, and x conjugate of 7 is equal to 1 minus j 2.414. Now I am going to give the plus 1 and minus 1 values. Since it is an 8-point sequence, first 4 lines will take plus 1 and the last 4 lines will take minus 1. Wherever there is minus 1, I am going to give the twiddle factor. W8 bar 0 is equal to 1. W8 bar 1 is equal to 0.707 minus j 0.707. W8 bar 2 is equal to minus j. W8 bar 3 is equal to minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. Now I am going to give the crossed lines. So the first answer for the first line is 4 plus 0, which is equal to 4. The second line is 1 plus j 2.414. Here we are having plus 1 minus j 0.414. So this answer is equal to 2 plus j2. Okay. And this line is, this is 0 and here it's also 0. So it is 0. This line it is 1 plus j 0.414. This plus 1 minus j 2.414. Here the answer is 2 minus j2. Okay, and what about this line? This line is 4 and here it is 0. So 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. Now I need to find the output for this line. Okay, so here the first input is 1 plus j 2.414 and the next input is minus 1 plus j 0.414. So this answer plus 1 and minus 1 cancel each other. I will get j 2.828. I need to multiply this j 2.828 with the twiddle factor W8 bar 1. J 2.828 is multiplied with twiddle factor 0.707 minus j 0.707. So my value is approximately equal to 2 plus j2. Okay. So here the answer is 2 plus j2. Here the answer is 0 minus 0, which is 0. And here it is, at this point my answer is 1 plus j 0.414, which is multiplied, this value is multiplied by minus 1. So it is minus 1 plus j 2.414. I will get the answer as j 2.828. I am going to multiply this with W8 bar 3. So I will get the answer, final answer is 2 minus j2. Okay. So this is the output of my first stage. I am going to give this as an input to the second stage. So the inputs are 4, 2 plus j2, 0, 2 minus j2, 4, 2 plus j2, 0 and 2 minus j2. For two-stage computation, we are using a 4-point sequence. Okay. Here the twiddle factors are W4 bar 0 is equal to 1, W4 bar 1 is equal to minus j. Okay. Now I am going to represent the plus 1 and minus 1 lines. So the first two lines will take plus 1, next two will take minus 1. Similarly, the second part also the same. Wherever there is minus 1, I am going to give the twiddle factor W4 bar 0 equal to 1, W4 bar 1 is equal to minus j, W4 bar 0 is equal to 1, W4 bar 1 is equal to minus j. Now I am going to connect the cross lines for each part. I am going to find the output now. So 4 plus 0 is equal to 4 and here it is 2 plus j2, 2 plus j2 plus 2 minus j2. So plus j2 minus j2 cancels each other, the value is 4 and here it is 4 plus 0 is 4, which is multiplied by this 1. So the answer is 4 and here it is 2 plus j2 minus 2 plus j2. The value is 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So it is j4 and the j4 is multiplied by W4 bar 1, that is minus j, which is equal to 4. Okay. And here the answer is 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. and here it is 2 plus j2, which is added to 2 minus j2. So minus j2 plus j2 cancel each other, the value is 4. In a similar way here, 4 plus 0 is 4, which is multiplied by w 4 power 0. So the answer is 4. And here it is, at this point, my answer is 2 plus j2. When I multiply 2 minus j2 with minus 1, I will get minus 2 plus j2. So minus 2 and plus 2 will cancel each other. So it is j4. I am going to multiply j4 with w 4 power 1. So my answer is 4. Okay, now I am going to give the output of second stage as an input to the third stage. So the third stage input is 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, here I am going to use a 2-point computation, and the Tudel factor is w2 power 0 is equal to 1. I am going to give the plus 1 and minus 1 lines, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1. Wherever there is minus 1, I am going to give the Tudel factor w2 power 0 is equal to 1. Okay. Now I am going to connect the crossed lines between all the two set values. I am going to find the output of the first line. 4 plus 4 is 8. This is 0, 8, 0, 8, 0, 8 and 0. So this is a DIF algorithm. So in DIF algorithm, the output is in bit reversed order. So my output will be x conjugate of 0, x conjugate of 4, x conjugate of 2, x conjugate of 6, x conjugate of 1, x conjugate of 5, x conjugate of 3 and x conjugate of 7. Okay, I need to find what is x of n value. So that is 1 by n into 1 by n means n value is 8. 8 into, I am going to write in order. So this is 8, 8, 8, 8, 0, 0, 0, 0. So my final answer is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So this question will be asked either find the output sequence using FFT algorithm either by DIT or DIF, or they will ask compute the IDFT of the sequence using FFT algorithm. Okay, both questions are the same. If they are asking you the output response or if they are asking you to perform the IDFT, both are same. Okay, so this is the final structure of this specific problem. With this, I am going to complete Unit 1. If you have any doubts under any topic under Unit 1, please let me know that through mail or comment. That's all about Unit 1. From tomorrow onwards, we shall start our Unit 2. Thank you for your patience. Have a great day.